everybody, this week on A&N News Kids, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk buying Twitter, the China lockdown, the Ukraine and Russia crisis, as well as how US is now helping Ukraine. The Extra Fun segment is all about fun facts from around the world, and in the Spiritual Career segment, we are talking to Laurent Rivet, who is an amazing person who has inspired many youth and has a spiritual journey. In the Country of the Week, we are talking about Azerbaijan, and you're going to be learning how to say your age in the Mandarin segment. I really hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment below because we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and it would really help us. Thank you. Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. He said he wants to see Twitter at its extraordinary potential and that he doesn't care about making money because he's the richest man in the world. The shareholders of Twitter were okay with selling their shares because Twitter is a 16-year-old business and it hasn't grown that much since it began. Elon Musk uses Twitter a lot, and once he even made a post which made Tesla's share price go down $14 billion. He has more than 83 million followers on Twitter. Twitter's main business model is ad-based, but Elon Musk wants to change it to subscription-based. He wants users to have a choice to pay for their data not to be used to monetize them. Elon Musk says that he also wants to increase the use of cryptocurrencies using Twitter. Beijing is partially locked down and China is tightening the controls to get in. Around China, there are about 27 cities under partial or full lockdown, and flights are very difficult to find. Even malls and schools are closed in China. There have been protests, which is rare in China, because of the food shortages, the lack of medical supplies, and the poor conditions at quarantine camps. The coronavirus cases are rising there because there were about 20 to 50 cases per day, and now there are about 20,000. Beijing's oil prices fell before their lockdown because people did think that they were going to go into some kind of lockdown. And in Shanghai, more than 2 million people have been inside for more than a month, and they're all getting tired now. President Joe Biden asked the Congress for $33 billion for military support in Ukraine. The president has been helping Ukraine since the war began by giving $3.7 billion in military assistance, deploying 100,000 troops in NATO, and imposing sanctions and travel bans to Russian politicians. Joe Biden said that he is not attacking Russia, even though people think that he is. This comes at a difficult time for the US economy because in the first few months of 2022, the US economy shrank. And Joe Biden previously took $14 billion from the Congress. On May 9th, Victory Day in Russia, President Putin is expected to make a public display to show that Russia is winning the war against Ukraine. May 9th is the day that Russia won against the Nazis in the World War II when they surrendered. It's designed for Russians to be proud and for the opposition to be intimidated. If the Western analysts are correct about him making a public display on May 9th, he will do anything to make sure that there is some kind of victory before then, because the past few months for Ukraine has been a win because they haven't given up to Russia. When Russia had tried to take down Kyiv, their fleets sank and they lost 15,000 soldiers. Russia's plan B is to double their efforts and to take over eastern Ukraine, as well as the rest of the Black Sea seaboard, but that would be very difficult to do before May 9th. It seems like Russia nor Ukraine will give up easily now. Hi everybody, this week we are interviewing an amazing person with a fantastic journey and story. He has inspired many young people and has a great spiritual journey. We really hope you enjoy his advice and thank you so much.
Hi everybody, my name is Laurent Rivet. I'm 41 years old. I grew up in Mauritius and was born there, and I did my studies to become priest in Mauritius and then in France. I had the chance also to do some further studies afterwards in Rome and also in Israel, Jerusalem. I do like reading, I do like jogging, hiking with friends, but also I do like eating chocolate and ice cream. As a priest, I do three things. The first thing is youth ministry and vocational care, listening to young people through their sufferings, through their joy, trying to make them discover God's love for them, and listening a lot to them and trying to guide them also in their life. This guidance is also for young people who want to become priests. The second thing is that I'm on a parish. In this parish, every day I celebrate Mass, Eucharist. I do confess people, doing also a lot of counseling, visiting old or sick people, poor people, trying to make them more self-assured to God's love and to themselves. And I do also some music to make the gospel message vibrate in young people's ear, but also heart. I chose to become priest because I think I have a faith that God loved me first. I am the chosen person of God. Not only me, of course. Everyone is called to discover that God has chosen him. So when I was 19, after my secondary school, I wanted to become an architect. I had a scholarship to go to study in Australia. But before that, I was doing some social work, and I got the chance also to do a spiritual retreat during 5 days. And at the beginning of this retreat, the priest who was animating this retreat asked me a question: what do you want to do of this retreat, and what do you want to do of your life? And I felt that my heart was burning with this desire to give my life to God and to God's people. What I really most like in my job is the joy that I can have when I have a feeling that God's love through me is going through the heart of people, and that I'm being able to give some sense to people's life, helping them to get back on track, to make a way through their difficulties, through their sufferings, to realize that all through this life, God is with them. Being a witness of God is my mission and my joy, the real joy that I can have. One little advice I can give to kids is to take time to meditate and pray. Discover the value, the richness of silence, of not always talking and not always being connected to social networking, but to take time for yourself to pray, to ask God to give a sense, a direction to your life. Think good, do good, be good. And always remember, keep smiling.
L'Azerbaïdjan est un pays en Europe et en Asie. Sa capitale est Bakou et sa population est de 10,1 millions d'habitants. C'est connu pour beaucoup de choses. Par exemple, son tour qui s'appelle Maiden Tower, qui est très vieux dans la capitale. Et ses chevaux qui sont spéciaux en équitation. Malheureusement, ils sont en voie de disparition. Il n'y a que 1000 restants. Le pays possède la moitié des volcans de boue, environ 350. Son plat national est koutab, qui est comme un crêpe salé. Elle possède une ville sur des pilotis construite en 1949. Il est également connu pour ses bâtiments spectaculaires. Il y a beaucoup de bâtiments spectaculaires en Azerbaïdjan. Merci beaucoup. Hi everybody, this week for the Extra Fun segment, I'm going to be telling you 10 fun facts from around the world. I hope you enjoy. Dentistry is the oldest profession in the world. The entire world's population could fit in Los Angeles. The Canary Islands are named after dogs, not birds. Indonesia is home to the shortest people on Earth. The Earth's ozone layer will only make full recovery in 50 years. People who are currently alive represent about 7% of the total people who have ever lived. The most expensive coin in the world was sold for $7 million. Sweden has the most islands than any other country. The most spoken languages in the world are English, Chinese, and Hindi. The hottest chili in the world could actually kill you because it's that spicy. I really hope you enjoyed these facts. Thank you. This week for the Mandarin segment, we're going to be learning how to say our age in Chinese. I really hope you enjoy. Saying age is really simple because we learned how to say numbers. And before we get to the age, let's just review what we learned last week. We learned the numbers from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 to 10. And before that, we learned how to introduce yourself, the 4 tones, and some basic greetings like hello, bye, how are you, and thank you. If you want to revise that, you can go back to the other videos, the previous videos where we learned all of that. Now, let's go on to learning age. It's very easy to say your age. I'm 13 years old. So if I wanted to say I'm 13 years old in Chinese, I would say 我13岁. 我 is I, 13 is 10, 3 is 3, and 岁 is age. 13 makes 13. 我13岁. If you wanted to say I'm 15 years old. 我50岁. 5 is 5, 10 is 10. So that makes 50. Now, if you wanted to say, I'm 86 years old, you would say, 我86岁. I'm 86 years old. 8 is 8, 10 is 10, and 6 is 6. I hope you can practice this, and I really hope you enjoyed. 再见!